I'm about to run that back, nigga. Day 2. Thirsty, nigga. Hey, favorite show. Let me check my shit here. My shit ain't even together.
I'm tripping. I got my shit together, bro. Beam. Prime time Monday. Herman on the way. Body want to do a wiggle before the show. Pre-show, nigga wiggle. Hey, real quick, Monday night prime time, get a like in, get a share in. We're gonna run through a couple news stories real quick. All right, nigga, I feel good about my situation and my life, contrary to bro labeled the show. I thought I labeled the show. Hold on, I double check everything. Let me see what I got going on here, man. Hey, everybody doing the night live and on point, Monday night prime time. Quando Rondo have been ran down on, as we all know, in the middle of LA. Man. Look, I'm good. I might have to just go. You might be talking something else. All right. The showrunner for the first half of the show, the nigga wiggle hour until Herman get here. Hopefully, be in the next couple minutes. Is R&B dead? I've been seeing this discussion going on online over the weekend. Niggas been hollering about R&B dead, R&B dead. He say, Justin J.Doug Douglas, what's happening, bro? Damn, why you got to put a whole nigga government in there like that? What's going on with you, Chris? I'm good in the game, my nigga. I'm good in the game. But don't just throw me out there like that. You just toss a nigga out. Bing, 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 bing. Get out there. Yeah, man. We talking about today is R&B dead. I do want to talk about that. Diddy, threw that out there. And I just want to see what people thinking about that. But also starting off, Quando Rondo has been ran down on, my nigga. And I thought the nigga got away with murder. Now, if you haven't heard over the weekend, the Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, he was in LA doing him, thinking shit sweet. And somebody ran down on him in the middle of LA. And I think he was on the Sunset Strip, riding in the Escalade, big boy whipping. Bing, 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 bing. Got the yay mask on. We got the news report here. I'm going to play a little bit of here. Here we go. Let me see what they talk about in the news report, because I seen them out there.
Friday evening on La Cienega and Beverly. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Beverly Grove. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
Oh, no, Quando. Ooh, I don't want to judge the man because I know he been into some traumatic situation. Matter of fact, that's coming up in the second half of the show. My second showrunner I got when Herman touched down. Do men need therapy? But the way he's screaming, we'll talk about it in the second half. But this is the Nigga Wiggle News Hour. And yes, somebody ran down on Quando Rondo. One man dead. Look like he good to go. So people telling him to stay strong. Maybe you should Reworded. He's fine. I spoke him. Yeah. So he's good. Quando's good. You talk about LA don't play. LA don't play. Was it Little Dirk? A lot of people been saying slide for Vaughn. Did they finally slide for Vaughn? You know? We all, was peeping around the corner. 6ix9ine, did 6ix9ine? Could he be the reason some of this mess happening? He was the main one telling niggas, yo, your man got shot. He ain't coming back. Go get a gun and get back. You a bitch. I knew you wouldn't slide for your homie. Did he slide for his homie? Quando. He's still in the game, though. Homie gone. Where's the elders? Farrakhan. Jesse Jackson. That can sit this mess down and make sure this mess stop. Young man. Shots rung out. I thought Quando Rondo was a Crip. I thought he would be good out there, you know what I mean? In LA, I guess not. And my boy say LA don't play. LA don't fuck off. LA got Biggie, Pop Smoke, who else? Nipsey, Draco the Ruler. Oh man, if I was a rapper, I wouldn't even go out to LA. Not even to talk about the niggas that got extorted and robbed. A LA nigga got Tupac out of here. If we just gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, LA don't fuck off. And what Lil Tim at? Where's Lil Tim? Shit. Lil Tim done saved my life. I ain't going nowhere without Lil Tim. I ain't going nowhere without the shooter. Oh, here goes Stefan talking to some nigga. We need elders now. Yeah, I mean, what's up? What's up? We been needed the elder. The elder sold us out for food stamps and some project buildings back in the day. Now we got to sit here and clean up this mess. Young people. Look at this mess, man. You say I almost didn't click in, JD. I didn't know it was you. You said I didn't. Yeah. Well, glad you clicked in, nigga. Holla back. That's just what I wanted to talk about real quick. Quando Rondo did get ran down on, and also is R&B dead. Now, Diddy all over the weekend been talking about R&B dead. Is R&B dead? And he's trying to say he's gonna bring back R&B to the music industry through the forefront. And I think that's what we need, to be honest, because the drill rap and all that, it ain't what it is. I think personally they messed up R&B when they decided that they need a rapper on every R&B song. That's when they fucked it up. Because you don't need a rap on every R&B song. And we got to bring back the manly R&B singers. You know what I mean? Back in my day, men R&B singer was manly. I know people don't like R. Kelly, but R. Kelly, fuck it. He's the king of R&B. What can we do? Now, I know R. Kelly, if he was out, he would get it popping right now. But we ain't going to talk about that. A lot of people get real sensitive when you mention Kells. But if R. Kelly was out right now, I think he would get R&B popping, no doubt. Because he'll be writing and he'll be putting some records out there that he can move around. But see, R&B, if you look at it from a standpoint of a Bobby Womack era or a David Ruffin era, R&B died like in like in 2005 maybe. You had little spurts of R&B come through, but you ain't really had no real R&B. You ain't really had no David Ruffin, Bobby Roback, Jodeci. You know what I mean? Cisco, Drew Hill, Genuine. And R&B was the number one type of music because hip hop was kind of like an afterthought. But now people seem like with the it's just like everybody want to hear the tough nigga talk, the drill rap, the flashy talk, the jiggy nigga, you know what I mean? Me, I still go a couple weeks straight R&B. That's all I listen to. Old school though. But I'm from a different generation. Most of y'all niggas that listen to me, y'all from that generation too. But far as you thinking you finna bring a aggressive, highly over sexualized generation. Cause this generation that we talking about that listen to hip hop nowadays, you talking about 16 to 25, they don't make no love. These motherfuckers trying to fuck. Ain't no love making. So the hip hop, it is making, that's what they want to hear when they background music. I don't think we gonna ever get that slow down, that R&B, that love, that sensual. That's just not the move of where the streets at right now. It's just not there. So I don't know if we're gonna ever bring that back like Diddy claiming he's gonna do. But you know, people, and I know people like Tory Lanez, Drake, Jacquees, all that fake singing. No, that is not R&B, nigga. All that fake ass singing. No, that's not R&B, my nigga. That's not R&B. We not gonna count that as R&B. All that over auto tuning, all that T-paining. Nah, that's not R&B. And that's another thing that killed R&B when people start classifying Drake as R&B. That's not R&B. That's pop music. That's smooth talking on the record, but that's not no R&B. If you don't get them breaks, if you don't get that, ooh yeah, baby. If you don't get all that in the background, if you don't get those moments through the songs where he break it down, baby, break it down. Nah, that's not no R&B. All that bullshit, I don't know what that is. I don't want to be a lover and just every cover. You like, come on, man. This nigga don't even sound like this when he talk. So I don't even know what Diddy. We'll peer out what Diddy and Tory Lanez talking about. I'm pretty sure it ain't nothing. Cause I just don't look at Tory Lanez as R&B.
Go get some of that Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez got a good 6 joints on the smashing playlist. Now look, that's crazy. Is that, you know, out of my R&B artists, that I don't know if people would know that you are one of my favorite R&B artists.
Wow, that's
what I'm listening to in the crib when I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, when I'm doing my thing, and you know what I'm saying, with my lady, when
I don't look at Tory Lanez as R&B. I look at Tory Lanez as fly nigga talk. I don't look at him as R&B. My boy Steph say we are the elders now. Nah, nigga, I ain't the elders now. I'm still on these young hoes, nigga. You the elder now, nigga. If be for yourself. You know what I mean? I ain't the elder. What's up, Chris? What's up going on, player? You say R&B Dead is not coming back. Yeah, I don't see it coming back, man, because you know what I mean? The sets is too aggressive now. You know what I mean? You gotta choke, you gotta spit. You know what I mean? You gotta get real aggressive, you gotta beat it down, switch sides, beat it again. You know the routine. So I know you own to something else stuff. I don't think it's coming back. All that slow love making, that's cool. Maybe. I don't know. He said you gotta bring back the R and the B back within due time. I mean, I just don't see. I mean, it depends on your generation you come from. Like I say, I got times where I go listen to all straight R&B. So it's not dead to me, but you don't talk about on the mainstream level. Yeah, it ain't coming back. R&B is not dead. People like Black, LMA, Brent, Fazir. I don't know who that is. Another killing it. People just sleep on them right now. Yeah, I'm sleep as hell on them niggas. I know Black, he had a song with Young Thug that I like. LMA, she had a cool little joint. And we not saying that people is not doing R&B, but do people want to hear that little weak ass R&B that people doing nowadays? Not really. LMA cool. I'm pretty sure all them young ladies is cool, but they ain't no Whitney. You know what I mean? They ain't no Mary J. and Blige. They really ain't touching nobody's soul. You know what I mean? They just sitting up there whining about a nigga while they fucking on the next nigga. Nobody want to hear all that, man. But we got to bring it back. He said that's why they put Drake up songs right now. Yeah. Drake is R&B right now. Drake is the smash music right now. No cap. Drake got that smash catalog. He said in the 90s we had Maxwell, R. Kelly, John B, Tyrese, Genuine, and I can go on and on. Yeah, man, because it was a good time. Signs of love making. What else was out there, man? And R. Kelly, I mean, like I know people don't like R. Kelly and whatever, but R. Kelly, he really held it down for R&B. And you got to think about all the people from the old school that R. Kelly brought back into new school R&B. You talking about Ronald Isley. You talking about Charlie Wilson. These people careers was not dead, but they wasn't popping. He brought these people and he got these people back popping. So he resurrect R&B then. So, I mean, like, R. Kelly was a big part of that generation because all them guys that you named, Genuine, John B, Maxwell, Tyrese, I bet all of them got a song written by R. Kelly back then. I'm not for sure, but I'm sure they have. Say Mariah Carey, Mary J. Yeah, man, we got to bring back the reals, the people with some talent, man. All this auto tune, all this. Oh, I can just, you know what I mean, squill and get away with it, and somebody gonna throw some whatever on my voice. Nah, man, that's not the move. That's just not the move. Not to me. But appreciate everybody who got a like in. Another thing, you know, I heard something to it. We in this nigga YK Osiris said your R&B ain't dead long as I'm alive. I say, man, this nigga YK, please YK Osiris. That Worth It really didn't even grow on a nigga like some may think it should have. That Worth It really wasn't a move like that for real. I don't go back and play I Give You the World. And I'm saying, I mean, to me, YK Osiris sound like a fake ass Michael Jackson, but ain't nobody looking for that right now. See, that's the thing. All that I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna be cute. Nobody ain't really looking for that right now. You know what I mean? Most of these girls want that rough, that Kodak, that NBA YoungBoy look. So you coming out, not all. You still got some, you know what I mean, whatever, but not all, but most. It's just a thought of mine. But yeah, YK Osiris talks to R&B still alive. Man, he ain't dropped not one classic R&B record. He know he needs to stop. And there's nobody really I can give props to right now that's really doing no R&B that's impactful. See, we always talk about people, they doing R&B. Oh, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You see, this another thing you got to put on the table when we talk about is R&B Dead. Is R&B Dead just to black people? Because you got Ed Sheeran. It was another white guy over there in Europe eating off R&B. Bruno Mars eating off R&B when he want to eat off R&B. See, black people got this thing of, man, that shit old. I don't want to do it no more. I'm on to this new shit. And then we leave our shit behind, and all these other groups come along and say, yeah, I sing R&B. So now we got to, is R&B really dead? I just black people abandoned it. Like we did blues, like we did jazz, like we did rock and roll. Did we abandon it for the next fad? See, all this fad chasing too, we got to come off that too, man. Because all this fad chasing is leading to too many untalented acts getting out. Because if a nigga can do the latest fad, it don't matter if he got no talent. We start mixing them in with the people that do got talent. And then we pretend like he got talent along with them. We got to cut that shit out, black people. We got to really go for talent. We got to really go back to looking for the tap dancers. Fuck it. Tap dancers had talent. See how we always shit on stuff that really talented. Oh, you tap dancing. Nigga, if I can tap dance, that's talent. Nigga. Yeah, we gotta bring back tap dancing. All these motherfuckers, yeah, cause we done all this rapping, nigga. Come on, man. And hey, I'm glad my nigga Jay Lear. Hey, look at Jay Lear. That nigga Jay Lear made sure his name was in the comments on this when that nigga say R&B Dead. What is that nigga? That nigga went to typing and nigga wiggling. And then no, I can't read, but then gonna put this shit up here. I'm a proofread, then I'm gonna bring you in, Jay Lear. But amazing. That nigga Jay Lear, you finally got your name in the game. What the? And I was just thinking of that when you popped up, Jay Lyric, like, yo, R&B ain't dead because Jay Lyric just dropped the classic R&B album. I will say myself, and I'm an R&B listener. That's why I bumped that Jay Lyric at the beginning of every show, because it's a thorough album. It's a thorough album. All right, here we go. He said R&B is not dead. Mainstream industry just don't want to put it on. R&B is more of an underground scene now. That's because of people and the masses don't want to play for real. R&B, they don't want to play for real R&B. They want to play for the old R&B artists and the ratchet shit. R&B is not making any real money, so it look dead. Yeah. I mean, and it seemed like to me they'll find one R&B song, they'll throw a rapper on the end of it, and they'll play that shit on the radio for like 2 years, nigga. I be like, damn, nigga, they still playing this? They'll still be playing some old Miguel song. Oh, let your love adore you. I be like, nigga, they still playing Adore You on the radio like it's brand new. Now we got that new Miguel coming out, Adore You. I'm like, nigga, I'm in 2013. Nigga talking about Miguel Adore You. They be playing that shit like it's brand new on the radio. So yeah, they just let it die out. In 1 second here. Yeah. So yeah, I feel you, Jay Lear. But Jay Lear, he dropped a classic R&B album, so you know. He said, I'm on my Jay Lear artist page. You ain't got me blocked on him. Blocked. Stop it. He say, Color Me Bad by Kim. I never got into Kim, my nigga. I never got into Kim. You know what I mean? Real quick. Everybody coming at my girl today. Not my girl. I ain't know she was still had no money, but she got in her man. This is my type of bitch right here. I don't fuck what y'all niggas talking about. Notorious B.I.G. daughter put up 1.5 million home. Oh man, Herman. See, he's not a black. White people late too. Shit. They say to post bond. She posted bond on her boyfriend on some hit and run accident. He was running from the police on the nigga shit. Hit somebody. Look, they got a baby. Oh man. Oh man. She said, according to Fox News, Notorious B.I.G. daughter posted her boyfriend $1 million bond after he was arrested in a hit and run. Tyshawn Baldwin, that's his name, was stopped by the police after parking his 2021 Durango SRT Hellcat in a busy intersection. Car also cited loud exhaust and dark tinted windows as the reason they stopped them. All this tent stuff too. That's why I don't like the police pulling motherfuckers over for bullshit. Cause when you pull motherfuckers for bullshit, shit start escalating. Come on, tent. Now you doing something else. It's something crazy. But she posted the bond, a real ride or die chick, and I want to salute Boo off the top. Put your house up. Matter of fact, call your mama and see if she put her house up. I need to come home, baby. And when I come home, I'm giving you that sloan. Salute to me. Come on, man. I don't agree with what he did for like running from the police, harming people. I mean, obviously nobody didn't die, but if somebody got hurt, I'm tired of all this bond stuff when we know people did the crime too. Why we letting motherfuckers out, period? Know what I mean? I can see if it's speculation, but I'm talking about stuff we got you on camera. Somebody obviously got hit. I'm down with same day sentencing. I don't want to hit no reason why you running from the police and you hit somebody. That's what I'm down for. We got you on camera. You did it. Boom, 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 boom. All this wasting time and money and playing and blah, blah, blah. Motherfuckers out here getting hurt. You know, these people is not getting no more civilized. Motherfuckers get more out of control as time goes. So I don't agree with him even getting a bond. But hey, my girl got it like that. I'm coming home. I'm not gonna stay in jail just because niggas feel bad. Shit, fuck it. Salute. But I seen a couple people hating. I don't know what they was hating on, but they always find something to hate on. You know what I mean? They probably were calling the poor girl a pick me. Ooh, see, there you go, right there. Super Saiyan talks. He would have set that to trial. Ain't no way, boy. And you see, that's why I say black women do not be listening to other black women. Super Saiyan is the biggest trick when it comes to tricking off on a nigga. A pimp, a true pimp paradise when you get with Sin. Super Saiyan now. And look how she talking. Black women, I'm not against y'all, but you can't take advice from each other. Y'all not gonna be honest with each other. It's no way. What? He would have said that to what? She out here buying niggas properties and doing the most. Oh my God. Let me click on her page. Let me see if I can catch something of her tricking. Ain't no way. Look at that on vacation. She always got a new nigga pimping on her. Ain't no way. You know you going to get that. That's the new. That's the new nigga that's pimping right there. They don't know about the I love yous, but I bet you every 13 months I reflect on how amazing everything be. They would 13 just months be jealous of us. They don't know about the up all night. They don't know I've waited my whole up in the big house just to find a love that feels this right. Baby, they don't know about. And y'all think she ain't finna come get a nigga? They stop it. Don't know about it. They don't know. Think she ain't finna come get a nigga? Stop it. Coming to get a pimp direct. What are you talking about? I'm surprised I seen that was the first comment. That kind of set me off right there. But people coming at big daughter, you know what I mean? I didn't even know she had it like that. Salute. I thought Puff was getting all the money. Obviously, Puff got it. You know what I mean? She getting hers. Salute. Shit. Talking. Yeah, but I wouldn't tell you. You gotta watch that advice, man. But back to the question: is R&B dead? Salute the NBA young boy. He just got the $6 million from Birdman. I'm surprised he was able to get that check out of Birdman. And another reason, what's going on with her right here?
I can't tell if I'm high or if Soulja Boy is my next victim.
Okay. Man, she talking about crazy, but I already know. Same women. Oh, I need a man that's doing this. I need a man that's doing that. Ready to fuck on Soulja Boy. See, these women say one thing and do a whole nother. But whatever. And Herman on the way. We're finna get to the main show. I got a couple stories that me and Herman finna break down. I'm see where Herman at with the game real quick. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you get a like in, share in. This was the Nigga Wiggle hour. I mean, the Nigga Wiggle pre-show. And Mondays, a lot of stuff I know Herman's not vast saying. So, you know, I want to come in and, you know, just get this stuff out there. I don't like to miss over nothing, you know. I don't want to miss over nothing. But real quick, I did want to talk about, you know, Dennis Rodman doing his thing, going to get Brittany Griner out of jail. For everybody was talking about, where black men at? Where y'all at trying to get Brittany Griner? Y'all supposed to be trying to get Brittany Griner. Where y'all at, black men? Here we go. Not the best representation of us, but us nonetheless, okay? So Dennis Rodman finna go over and do his thing. So I salute him for doing that. You know what I mean? At least somebody stepped up. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. He say R&B also look dead because people celebrate R&B privately, but will boast about new ratchet shit and trendy shit. Yeah, man. I don't think, man. You know what? Will people mindset at Jay Lyric? Be honest with you, I don't think people mind can really get to the R&B thing no more. To be honest, bro. To be totally honest, bro, people mind is so warped. You know what I mean? As far as everything that we seeing on the love ain't really there no more. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to make R&B the dominant genre again. Will that happen? I don't know. I mean, definitely not in black society. I don't see it. Because the young people will have to get on board with it too. You know what I mean? He said R&B is not the one of those spur of the moment trends. It's thought out and planned and strategized music. It's moody music. It's right now trends are hot. Yeah, and that's another thing too. People starting to figure out it's easier to facilitate a bullshit rap record. You know what I mean? It's easier to facilitate that. Yo, I got a beat off YouTube, nigga rap on the beat, blase schwaze, boom, boom, boom. But if you want a good Chris R&B record, you might have to bring a band in. You may have to bring a good sound engineer. You may have to bring in a vocal coach. You know what I mean? It's going to be different little things that you need to facilitate a good R&B record. You may have to bring in some background vocalists. So it's not just you know what I mean? Beam, 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 beam. He said R&B will be revived. Not sure when, but when the trend era ends, real music will resurface. And I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Us people that from the 90s, from the real music era, I do believe that we still, like you say, privately, we do still listen to that. It's just not celebrated out loud by the mainstream. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then they demonize a lot of our good black R&B stars too, if you think about it too. R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Prince. You know what I mean? They take all intent for all our R&B legends die a little early too. You know what I mean? R&B singer be having some tragic lives, man. For real, for real. I don't know what they got going on. What's up, Kennedy? He said, who out here buying niggas properties? Oh, that's super sin, bro. Bro, you got some women out here that's putting down payments down. For real, for real. Kennedy. He said, how can R&B work when the ladies are kind of disrespectful to the young men? That's what I'm saying. The mindset is so far gone. It's to like, yo, you get up there, you think you finna be singing to a bitch, or you think you finna sing a bitch panties off, you finna get a negative. Bitch want to choke, possibly a spit down the throat. And I'm not trying to get vulgar. You know what I mean? But these women like it. They like it how they like it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? These women is not the same women of yesteryear. You know what I mean? These women is not the same women of yesteryear. These the twerkers, these the twerkies. You know what I mean? They want to twerk when they get in the bedroom. You know what I mean? You got some women get online acting like I like rose petals and all that fly shit. Man, at the end of the trail of that rose petal, she want to get her back broke. Period. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, you know. So the mindset of the ladies, and you know what I mean, is what it is. It is what it is, man. He say when the ladies are the kind of disrespect to these young men. Yeah, man. He said, I was in the supermarket. The way women talk to men today is terrible. Yeah, man, that's a whole nother conversation, man. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation, man. That's a whole nother conversation. That really ties into the second half I'm doing when Herman get here. That's going to be with the question of the day. We're going to be talking about men. I hope you stay tuned, man, to that second half that I'm finna come with in a minute, because I think that's going to be very vital to what I'm coming with in the second half. I think it's Herman right now pulling up. Mr. Nazworth, what's going on, man?
Being a last-minute shitty father, feeding the family Wendy's and shit.
All right. I was just doing a couple news stories before you got here.
Oh, nice.
What
I miss? Is it?
You know who Quando Wando is?
Man, you making up names just to fuck with me.
I'm not making up names. These are names, man.
There is not a person named Quando Wando.
Yes, it is. See, that's why I'm saying these people want to hear this.
Pranks.
But maybe you maybe you can't comment on this. Is R&B dead?
Well, I mean, if you're like a old.
No. You got to do it on the mic.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean.
You don't need headphones right now. I got the other thing hooked up. Just I mean, you don't look cool. You can put them on.
No, I just want to. I'm terrible at the mic without them.
But I don't have the box right now. I have to do all that wiggling.
Oh,
yeah, just roll with me. Yeah, I got you. All right. So Herman, real quick.
Quando. Rondo? Yes. Okay. Well, that's different. Quando Rondo sounds more like a real name.
Yeah, Quando Rondo. He was shot at in L.A. He black. No
That's
name.
just sad. What was he shot at for?
Oh, man, it's a long story, man. Herman, I can't go back into the history.
Did he deserve it?
Did he deserve it?
Has he shot at someone else?
Ooh, Herman, now you thinking possibly?
I mean, if he's part of some kind of gun battle, you shoot somebody. Once you shoot somebody, once somebody gets killed, it's like a bunch of bad things start happening, right?
Yeah. Now, that's not what I want to talk about with you though. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good.
What you been up to? How was the weekend?
I'm trying to remember.
Can you not grip the mic
much.
like it's a tool?
Not much going on.
What's up, man?
Not much going on the weekend. Pretty easy.
Well, how was the kids and the wife and how's the life?
Just relaxed. It was nice and easy.
All right, man. Don't be coming here nice and easy. You got it too wide.
Did you watch any of the fights this weekend?
Fights?
UFC?
No. I should have. I didn't have time. Was they good?
Honestly, I didn't get to watch all of it, but I saw that the great Kamaru Usman got knocked out in the 5th round, but by Leon Edwards, who I like.
I like to see people get beat to a pope in UFC. I do like that.
Do you know Leon Edwards?
No,
He's
I don't know the name.
The British black guy.
Man, I can't learn these people's names, man.
See, you know Quando Rondo is.
He's black.
So is Leon Edwards.
Oh, okay, now
and Kamaru Usman.
Now, real quick, is R&B dead? I want to put a button on this, Herman.
I don't
know.
Have
you ever listened to R&B?
I mean, probably old stuff, I guess, right?
What's your version of R&B? Who's your favorite R&B artist?
I mean, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, from my era, what would be R&B from when I was growing up? Because, I mean, I listened to, like, Boys to Men growing up.
Oh, you like Boys to Men?
I mean, that was my time.
White people love Boys to Men. All hope is gone to the end of the road.
You know what? I think it might have been the Linen Suits.
You like the Linen Suits?
Yeah.
But did you like Drew Hill?
I don't know. Who's that?
Oh man, you don't know no R&B. Did you listen to Rick James?
I mean,
Rick James was kind of
just
rocky.
like the cheesy hits type stuff.
He was kind of pop.
What about the Isley Brothers? Where's that?
Isley Brothers.
I really like that.
Brothers?
Yeah, I do love that.
You like Isley Brothers or do you like Mr. Biggs?
What do you mean, Mr. Biggs?
Mr.
Biggie?
No, Mr. Biggs is when he came back with R. Kelly.
Oh, because I mean, like Biggie, like sampled like what Contagious or that was Contagious. But what's the actual Isley Brothers song? I thought it was also.
I don't know. I forgot. They would sample everything back then.
But yeah, I play a lot of that old stuff.
Hey girl, ain't no mystery. As far far as I can see.
I mean, what that was what you just what was that you just did?
That was just my fake Isley Brother impression.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
It was lovely. I sang some Al Green at karaoke.
Al Green.
What's that? What do you call that? Soul?
Yeah, that's R&B.
I love Al Green.
Yeah, but
Love and Happiness is like my favorite song.
Love
just about of all time.
and Happiness, love will make you do wrong, make you do right. Do you make love to R&B?
Maybe Sade, or I don't put it on. I put whatever my wife likes. I put. I mean, but you know,
what's that's not too personal. What's the love making music for white people?
Quiet.
Quiet.
No, honestly, I mean, it's probably something like that. You know, if my wife comes in, you know, with some Sade on, I mean, I'm assuming it's on.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I mean. That's what y'all smooth operator. Smooth operator. I can see white people finna get on smooth operator.
I'm trying to think. What would be like sexy white people music?
Why y'all don't play no? We gotta get you on some R&B. We gotta get you a love making playlist, Herman.
I mean, we pretty much culturally appropriate for that kind of music. I'm trying to think if we have our own.
Bruno Mars.
Oh no,
not what's on Bruno Mars.
I mean, for like, I don't know. Is there something sexy in the? Is there something?
I mean, yeah, he have.
No, I mean,
fly music,
kind of dance music. I don't know.
No, he have love making stuff.
I guess I can imagine.
Yeah.
Let's see if anybody. There's people in here. Let's see if anybody has any ideas.
Oh, somebody say Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
I can't imagine making love to that to a woman.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're just trying to see where you at with the game, Herman.
But that was like my wife's favorite band when she was a little girl, of course.
Who?
The Backstreet Boys. I think she went to go see them.
Your wife?
I hope I'm not mixing that up with NSYNC. It's one of those.
Oh, NSYNC is white R&B.
No, it's the Backstreet Boys. NSYNC could be later, right?
Yeah, NSYNC is white R&B though.
Mm.
I would give that white to be some R&B. They had a good little joint that I liked it. Now, let me see if I got this right here.
Don't you want to be able?
All right, here we go.
What's this?
I'm gonna do it with a topic that I gotta.
She's a therapist.
Yeah, she's a therapist.
What kind of therapist? Sex therapist?
A clinician.
Clinician. What?
The fly shit.
She does like she does wax jobs.
No, she's like a master degree at the shit.
Oh,
yeah. So this is what I want to talk about. This let's have is how did I word this? Cause I had two different ways I wanted to word this. Should men go to therapy more? Or do men need therapy? The original question I wanted to ask was therapy the new finesse?
Finesse?
Yes, the new scam.
That's a good question. Is it a scam? I mean, not really. I think people go to therapy because they want somebody to tell them to communicate because it's just difficult. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Should men go to therapy? Do you have you ever been to therapy? Have you ever had a therapist?
No.
Why you say it like that?
I would never go to therapy.
I mean, shoot, some people do.
No, I just feel like that would just be opening up something that would just be too much to deal with. I'd rather just avoid. Life is so short, you know? It's like, so I want to see. This is a therapist, though, right? This young lady, though.
Yeah, but I wanted to set this up.
All right.
Because I wanted to add this at the next showrunner. Should men seek therapy more? In particular, black men. Because we pretty much, we deal with the most trauma out of all the races in the country. I will assume. I'm pretty sure white people have their stuff too, and Mexicans or whoever. But should we seek therapy more? Or is therapy the new finesse? Now, you always have these new age women talk about expressing your emotions and opening up, getting in touch with your feelings. And I think that's where men is going wrong, because men not tapping into their emotions, to me, is what separated us from women.
Well, that's good. I mean, we definitely should stay separated from them. We don't want to become women.
That's what I'm saying. It kept a good degrees of separation from men and women. Now we have this thing where women want you to express their feelings to them, open up all these emotions, which I do believe that men should express themselves, but I think men should only be expressing themselves to other strong, wise men.
Yeah, because otherwise they're just going to be, that's all it'll be. It'll be a scam because they'll be sharing information about us to each other. I don't like it. There's anybody, I don't see any men on this list right now that are going to therapy. These guys just deal with life as it comes at them.
Oh, somebody say men should not go to therapy. It's a setup to get
exactly
trail on you. Ooh,
there you go.
Yeah, because they're going to put you on all these whatever. Yeah. But now you got this black woman.
They'll make you open up and say, sometimes, yeah, of course I feel like slapping her. And then they'll isolate that. And they're like, well, he did mention once he wanted to slap you in therapy. And like, yeah, but after you kind of drug it out of me.
And slapping somebody is a natural thing that you should do. I mean, whatever.
All I could tell right away from this video, it doesn't seem like she's wearing a bra.
What, you got something against saggy breasts?
What's that?
You got something against saggy breasts?
Against them?
Yes.
First of all, those don't look like saggy breasts. What are you talking about?
But that's the first thing you noticed.
I'm just saying that's the first thing I noticed. I noticed these things. I mean,
all right.
Also, she's kind of a mess. If you look at those drawers,
she's kind of a mess. She is a mess. All right. Well, this black woman is she went on a rant about black men needing therapy, and she lost her job. She working for, I guess, one of these therapy firms, and they fired her. And that made me think about what she's saying. I want to see what we can break down and what Herman thinks of this. Just break down. Here we go.
Able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that. Like, it used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat, and bitches can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If a bitch is telling you, I need you to communicate more, open your fucking mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men. Black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. So when you expand your vocabulary and knowledge of what you are experiencing, because y'all are human beings who experience feelings and emotions and don't have to
wanna know why I think this bullshit? We don't know how to express ourselves, express our emotions. And she said black men, but I don't want to bring them in general.
Wait, what'd she say?
We don't know how to use, we don't have the vocabulary to express ourselves in emotion. We talk fine when it's men on men. Pause. You know what I mean? We express ourselves just fine. It's an understanding. We know exactly what's going on. We don't need all this extra vocabulary.
I mean, I just don't know how effective she could possibly be as a therapist. I mean, all I heard just now was titty. I couldn't hear what she was saying because she was playing with her titty at one point, and then the titties are bouncing. All I'm seeing is titties, and that's distracting. That's all I'm saying. If she's trying to make a point, she should, that's probably why bras were invented, so we can hear them speak when they talk. Because just then, all I heard, I mean, I don't know how you got anything out of that besides titties.
Because I'm not in the lustful place.
You know what? Maybe, you're just a great guy. Excuse me.
Yes.
Back to the therapy session.
I'm just amazing like that.
Shit down no more. Y'all ain't had to choke that shit down since 2016. Anyway, if y'all are not in therapy, expanding your emotional vocabulary, your life just off top is going to be more difficult. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this bitch. This fucking weird ass world that is so hard on y'all. Like, mental
hard on?
The world is very difficult.
There's a lot of subliminal things happening in this video.
It ain't easier, bro. You're not. When bitches are telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us. It's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Go to therapy. Talk about that shit that's on your chest. You don't have to choke that shit down anymore. Y'all are doing a disservice to yourself. And so let me sum this shit up. Y'all told bitches to elevate our standards. And at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Bitches are not tolerating emotional abuse, emotional neglect. Step it up. Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so your life can be better, bitch. All right. Go in peace.
Herman, you're looking at the professionalism.
So what she
of
wants you to do is, just talk. Be more open, I guess, I mean, I guess if you have to go to therapy to make that happen, that's helpful. But like you say a lot of guys have, if you've had a lot of trauma, it's hard to open up to people and talk to people. If you've had to put on some kind of, tough guy facade for a long time, it's hard to break out of that just because you got a girlfriend. She could disappear one day. That might be what's going on in the head of a tough guy. Abandonment issues, all kind of shit. It's hard to, if you don't trust somebody to always be there, it's hard to open up to them. That's probably why it's good to have a therapist. So, you're not opening up to somebody who could eventually turn it around on you. And,
I don't think it's that even, I don't think it's even that. I think it's that these women of today is very judgmental. So if you do express yourself or you do let them in your business, quote unquote, it's not going to be used in your favor, I would say.
I mean, I guess on the bright side, if you go ahead and open up and, that causes the relationship to end, that just saves you time. Better to go ahead and get everything out in the open early on so that you're not 15 years down the road, all of a sudden, you're opening up about some shit and she's like, oh my God, really? Oh no, I don't want to be with you anymore. Maybe it's better to go ahead and open up ahead of time.
Somebody said men should regulate their emotions.
Especially in traffic.
What you been working on, man? I saw you were working on something earlier this week. So you had a segment ready?
Oh no, well, learning to lib again was the idea. It's about, talking to liberals about how to be liberal, because a lot of my liberal buddies are now kind of so far off to the left that they're not really liberal anymore. Now they're a different kind of hard ass. So it's like, there's nobody in the middle anymore.
So how do you learn to live again? See, I'm a conservative. I'm not a libertarian or nothing like that.
You're straight up conservative.
Straight up conservative. Right is so right can't go left.
Yeah, see, I'm pretty liberal, for the most part.
But what did that mean, though? What did that mean to you, being liberal?
Just, not trying to be open to everybody's, choices as far as their life and their.
Why?
Why not?
Well, why?
I mean, as long as it doesn't injure anybody else, it's kind of like that's kind of the whole point. Freedom.
Yeah, I'm open. That's the same thing as conservatives, I would think.
Oh yeah. Anytime you go too far in one direction, as far as I guess conservatives can go too far, doctrine, with like religion and that kind of thing, and taking their beliefs and imposing those on somebody. That's really the only problem. Anytime beliefs are great until you impose them on somebody, even if they're right. As a matter of fact, if your beliefs are right and it's no reason to become righteous about them. So
what is the learning to live again?
Just things like that, you got to be able to make fun of all of your groups, no matter how, even if they're your group. We made fun of conservatives for a really long time and point out whenever they're wrong or point out whenever they're pushing too far, with their beliefs and that kind of thing. But if you do that with anybody that's on the left now it's just like if you said something about Jesus, if you say something about a group or a person within a group that is kind of considered protected, then, even if that person is wrong, you're criticizing something so sacred that even criticizing it, it doesn't matter what the details are. So
Interesting.
But it's fun.
I thought you had a story to go along with that, though.
No, well, kind of, but you know what? I don't want to dredge it up. I thought a lot about that, and
I thought you had an example or something to give us to go along with it.
Yeah, I sort of do, but I'm gonna hold off on that.
Why are you holding now? Why are you holding back, man? Let it hang out, man. Let your nuts hang.
It's distracting.
Why is it distracting? Well, since you have a threat, this is what's going on in the white world, and I wanted to see what you're thinking of this. Now, I know you know who Tom Hanks is, yes?
Of course.
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is considered black to me, you know. He done did so much amazing work. He's just a great American.
Wait, so once you become great, you become black?
I mean, you just become, it's just like when a black person like OJ, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Oh, no.
I'm not white, I'm Tom Hanks. You know what I mean? I'm not black, I'm The Rock. You know what I mean? I'm Dwayne Johnson. It's like sometimes you surpass your race. You know what I mean? I'm not black, I'm Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? I'm LeBron James. So yeah, Tom Hanks is one of those white men that be like, yo, he's not white, he's Tom Hanks. And Tom Hanks was recently, I seen this video and I thought it was quite interesting. And you know, he's an older guy. I think Tom Hanks might be. He's like, he should be pushing 70. But he claimed that he never heard of the Tulsa. I'm sorry, I'm talking the Tuscan. The Tulsa
Massacre.
Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, but I could see how somebody wouldn't know about it. I mean, I don't know the details. Do you?
I want to hear what he has to say. Hope we're gonna get a commercial, which I know we will. We always do.
They're gonna literally.
Is this a new thing? This Tom Hanks interview you're saying?
This is new to me. This is new to me, and I was kind of spending for you. How did you hear about it?
About the Tulsa massacre?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know about it.
How?
God, I don't know. I'm old.
Oh, damn. I want to see what.
Wasn't it referred to as the Tulsa riots or something at one point? Wasn't it called something else?
Yeah, it was called the Tulsa race riots. You know, they changed the names as the years go on, just to make it seem like it's more dramatic.
You know,
I mean,
you know, they made it sound like it was just a race riot when it's, you know, when there's.
It was a massacre. Yeah, I mean, it kind of was a race riot, but you know, the thing about it. It wasn't really. It was a massacre because the U.S. government got involved. See, that what made it bad. The U.S. government started dropping bombs on motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, that's that's the details I remember about that. The firebombing.
Yeah, see, it was a race riot between the races, but then the U.S. government got involved and started dropping bombs on the people, and that's when it became a massacre.
The New York Times piece on a 100-year-old survivor of the Tulsa massacre, and my question was this: what's the Tulsa massacre? How is it that it wasn't until 2 years ago that I heard about the Tulsa massacre? How is that possible? I've heard about Custer's Little Bighorn. I heard about the Alamo. I heard about the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. You know, I heard about all kinds of disasters in which people died. But I had never heard about this thing that happened in 1921, only 3 years before my dad was born. In the same year that Donna Reed was born, we didn't hear about this thing that happened in which essentially one of the most successful black communities in America, Black Wall Street, in which everybody was not only burned out of their homes and their businesses, but then driven out of the city limits by an angry mob of, I'm sorry, white people. How is it that this was not taught to me? And that's not right, and it made me mad.
Oh, man. Tom Hanks.
I'm calling bullshit.
Why?
I'm calling bullshit.
You think he didn't know? Or you think there's a reason why he would pretend he didn't know?
Just like you said, to be extra liberal.
What do you mean?
Like he's so woke, like he's so discovering. Oh, Tom Hanks, I found about this now. Why wasn't I taught this? Why?
Oh yeah, okay. I see where you're coming from.
The drama.
Yeah.
Why wasn't I taught this?
Exactly.
Why? Just to seem like I'm concerned about why we're not getting taught about Black history. But I think he's putting dramatics on it. I think he knew about the Tulsa riots.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I don't know. I don't know why you would. Maybe there's a movie. Maybe he's making a movie.
That movie might be fire. Tom Hanks make a Tulsa.
You said that movie might be fire.
Yeah, Tulsa massacre movie starring Tom Hanks.
I don't know if Tom Hanks needs to be starring in anything anymore. Did you watch the last thing he was in?
No.
Exactly. The Elvis thing.
Elvis? He was in the new Elvis?
Yeah, he was in that.
What he was doing there?
I think he was like the main guy besides Elvis. He played Colonel.
Oh, I want to watch that. I'm watching that tonight.
Are you serious?
Yes. I like white people bios.
Now, have you seen the guy that who Elvis kind of stole his singing style? The black guy, of course.
Yeah, Chuck Berry, right?
No, a totally different dude. Look at this. Find this guy. I mean, he literally does the Elvis style, like kind of thing. But it's a black dude. It's weird.
Or what's his name?
I can't think of it. Somebody knows.
It's Chuck Berry.
No, it's not Chuck Berry. No, Chuck Berry is like, more of like the actual like, guitarist and creator of like the actual sound. This guy's like just the vocal style is very similar to Elvis.
Whatever white people did back in the day, that was the whole music industry.
Oh yeah, well I mean, they just need to find a pretty boy to put it on and sell it.
Yeah, I didn't want to see the movie because it looked tight. It looked like one of them good old school joints. Here we go.
I didn't care for what it looks like. Wait, hang on.
We say, oh no, bro, please look at what's happening. You guys need to get the facts right. They use local dust croppers to drop bombs. But we're trying to say to the government.
How did they? Wonder how they got that to happen? How they got like local people? Did they make them do it, or were they like, "Yeehaw! I'd love to help you." That's important.
He said Tom Hanks didn't watch Watchmen on HBO and used the new Candyman shadow figure, right?
I don't know. What's that even mean?
I don't even know what that means.
What's up, Sarah?
He said Tom Hanks is doing this for his son, Chet.
Chet.
Ooh.
I forgot about Chet.
I didn't think about that. Because, yeah, but his son is embarrassing though.
Wait, what was his son's thing? I forgot.
Acting black.
Oh, that's the only problem?
That comes with a string of problems.
I mean, wait. What do you mean? I mean, was he bad at it?
Yeah, he would walk around saying the N-word.
Oh, no.
Speaking patois.
Oh, saying the N-word like how? Like in conversation? Like just talking
yeah,
like...
this yo. Acting black. Yeah,
no.
one of those.
Oh, you know what the scariest thing about some of these words is that now they're such bad words now that they have like power, like a real curse word. And like God damn it doesn't even feel like anything anymore, does it? Does God damn it mean like feel like you're cursing anything or anything like that, Doesn't feel like anything. But now, I'm afraid that one day I want to stub my toe and scream the wrong word.
Well, you shouldn't stub your toe and just scream niggas, Herman.
I mean, sometimes I've done it before. But I had to look around and make sure I was,
Just an outburst. He said, "How can we classify people by color, but not the other animal? Dogs come in all types and colors." That's like a high question.
That's a good question. Let's see.
I don't think it's really by color, but it's just about you look like me, so we in the same group.
And dogs and humans are a good example, though, because they're all one kind of species. They can all interbreed.
But I don't think humans care about color like that. I think it's the government that just use the classification of color just to control. Because listen, I'm telling you, you put a white couple, black couple, Chinese couple, Asian couple, not Asian is Chinese, Mexican, whatever, all ethnicities in one room, and they not married and telling us to go for who, they're not going to pick on who they want to fuck by color.
No,
not 9 times.
They're all
going to
go right for the Asian chick.
I know, and everybody going for the black guy.
Come on, you guys.
But still,
so okay, like that kind of thing is kind of true. But I don't think it's really. They don't care. I don't think they care that they're pitting. They just want poor people to kind of keep on being at each other's throat and ignore rich people. Rich people do not care what color you are.
No,
because you got enough money to get into the country club and be a member. Hello, they love you. They don't care. There's no racism. It's just classism. You know what I mean? Like the guys who have the power to actually hold you down would never lower themselves to use a racial epithet. Ugh, that's horrifying. The ones who could actually hurt you. It's only the redneck in the trailer park who has no power over you whatsoever, who's running around screaming that kind of thing. In which case, you should just laugh in their face because it's just a display of powerlessness. But the real people who've got power, they don't care about any of these words. They don't care about any of this shit. It doesn't mean anything.
So Tom, hey, you take him serious
as an actor? I
mean, I'm just asking what you seen
from that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's such a good actor. Maybe he just learned about it. I mean, I could see how you don't know about every atrocity that ever occurred when it comes to the, racism in America. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't think I learned about the Tulsa racial riot until I was like 18, 19, because that wasn't really taught to us in school like that either.
Yeah, and all I remembered is it just being weird. The firebombing part was the most insane thing. The fact they're actually dropping something from the sky.
All right, I was just wondering, I just thought that was just me. Maybe I was on the bullshit, but that seemed to be. I mean, you believe him, I believe him. You know what I mean? And I also wanted to show you this, Herman.
Is this real?
No, this is serious, Herman.
This cannot be real, just by the picture I just saw.
This is real.
Just in Florida?
This is another thing that's going on in the white world. I don't know what it happened at. Let me see.
My God.
There's some meth head. Let's see. No, this is in Oklahoma.
Okay. And she looks like she's got her hands on an actual piece of police equipment.
Yeah, AR-15.
A wild story out of Oklahoma. A woman that was being detained allegedly slipped out of her handcuffs and grabs a deputy's rifle, then opened fire. According to deputies, the woman was being detained for erratic behavior when she was placed in the back of a patrol car. She was able to reach up on the console to unlock a switch to release an AR-15. She then figured out how to put a round in it and fire approximately 10 rounds at a deputy. And
oh my God. You got it.
It's a freak deal. It's one of these probably, I'm not going to say 1 in a million, but,
oh my God.
That, once it happens, they go back and try to make sure it never happens again.
What did they end up having? Did they kill her?
Herman, what color was that lady?
Did they at least injure her?
What color was that lady? She was the complexion for protection, Herman. She didn't get a scratch on her. They barely put that gun. And after she shot that man and whatever she did, they took her to Burger King. But no, nothing happened to her.
Are you serious? Nothing?
I mean, if I can find some additional information.
I mean, did she toss the gun out the window or something and like somehow give up?
According to the deputy, the woman identified a 30-year-old Rachel Zion Clay was only being detained for erratic behavior. See, she wasn't even really going to jail for real.
Oh my God.
They say the police dash cam seen the woman holding the rifle and shooting through the back window.
Man.
Clay barricaded herself in the car and surrendered more than 3 hours later. Authorities say she tested positive for methamphetamine. But
3 hours later?
See, Herman? They would have ended that.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, they were black. That would have been ended, Herman.
Oh God, that's crazy.
See, now that's crazy, Herman. What happened, Herman? Can you let us know what's going on? What is that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm scared of cops myself, so I don't know.
Wow. Number one, when they put us in the back seat, we got our hands tied, feet tied.
I'm so claustrophobic that I'm scared to even get
Spit
arrested.
mask on. You never been to jail?
No.
You never had your steel bracelets put on your wrist, Herman?
No. Have you?
Yes.
What for?
I don't want to say.
For real?
Yes. I did 17 hours.
Oh, 17 hours? And so that just in like the regular city thing, lockup? Yes. That's not going to jail. What'd you do?
I don't want to say. No, I do not. It was with some weed.
That's all it was?
Yeah.
Some hard time, buddy. Was it
clink,
rough?
clink, clink, clink.
Would you cry?
No, it wasn't rough because they put me in a cell with some white people.
Did you cry a little bit?
No.
Did you call your mom?
No. They put me. I knew I would come home because I ain't never been to jail before, so I wasn't really worried about it. But they put me in a cell with some white people, so I felt safe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why'd they make you feel safe?
Because I know I could take a white guy, you know.
What do you mean? Fist like in a fight?
Yes.
Any white guy?
Mainly, yes.
Are you serious?
Unless he's like Tyson Fury or something, yes.
So he's got to be like 6'9".
Unless he's like one of those backyard hillbilly white people.
How's your cardio? Is it really good?
No.
So you got to be able to get it done really fast.
No, we got natural strength.
So if the guy's got any range and footwork, you're gonna. It better end in the first few minutes.
See, once in black society, once a white guy beats you up, you no longer black.
I can see how that's.
You know what I mean?
You
can't walk around black society after you got beat up by a white guy.
See, now I'm understanding how I got the black friends that I have.
Yeah.
They were shunned. They've been shunned from the group.
Yeah. Oh man, you can't go a white guy beat your ass. That's the cardinal sin, Herman.
That is got to be rough.
It is rough.
You get into a lot of fights?
I never got in a fight. I never got in a fight with a white guy. I never got in a fight with no white people.
Really?
Yes, that's amazing.
I mean, because they're aggressive.
Oh no, I did fight a white guy who was trying to be black before.
Oh, that definitely will get him in trouble.
I fought a wigger before.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I never fought no white.
Did he mean to fight you, or was he just dancing and you thought it was being aggressive?
No, he was trying to fight, but when he got off the bus, I hit him across the head with a science book. One of them old school science books that used to be that thick, like a brick. Yeah, you. Boop.
Yeah, I don't know. I when it comes to this, I guess
you ever fought a black guy?
I'm sure I have.
When?
I don't know. Growing up, I've fought all the time. Growing up,
a black guy.
I mean, I grew up in the apartment complex.
Did you win?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, you are Herman. If you had a black win under your belt, you would know, man. Stop it.
I mean, not like a knockdown drag out, but like choke each other out, fight in the middle of the friggin' apartment complex. I probably won a few of those.
Oh, so you beat up some black people before? That's what you're telling me.
I mean, they were harder to grab because of all the lotion. That was kind of not fair, actually.
I don't believe
you. To get a headlock.
Herman, I don't believe you.
It was not fair.
I don't believe you don't know why black men. Herman, stop it, man.
If I was a little kid, I don't know.
You a little kid now, Herman. You was around now. Okay, Herman.
I'm 50 years old now.
Herman.
No, I mean, I was a small child.
You wanted me to believe you, as a young boy, probably all of 80 pounds, was in the project beating up black people.
No, I wasn't walking around beating up black people. No.
I know you wasn't.
No.
That don't even make sense.
Jesus Christ.
But what? So I'm gonna ask you the question: have you ever beat up some black people before, Herman? Yes or no? Real quick.
Plural?
No. Yes. Black person. I know ain't people. We know that.
I don't know.
Damn, Herman. Yeah, have you ever gotten in a fight with black people before?
I'm sure I have. As a child, yeah. I'm sure.
No, all right, Herman. I don't know about this.
I don't know. I'll have to ask around if remembers fighting and actually.
Ask who? Like your name? Herman, not your name ranking in the streets?
No. I'm from
who you gonna ask?
What's that?
Who you gonna ask?
I'm from a tiny town. I can just ask around anybody.
Oh.
How do you remember things from being a little kid?
You gonna go back home, yo, bro? You remember you ever beating up some black people? We gonna lead you crazy. I mean, like, man, please.
But I don't remember having like real fights. But everybody wrestled and choked each other out all the time. That's true. Somebody said sometimes that person's just being themselves.
He said wigger is the mean word. He said sometimes the person being themselves. Wow.
How does that happen though?
Now y'all gonna tell y'all. Now we can't say wigger.
I mean, you can, but just
wigger is mean. The island boys are trying to be some wiggers. But go ahead.
Those guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's egregious. That's a little too far.
What you were saying though?
Yeah, I don't know. People pick up patterns of speech, I guess, and end up talking, like the people that are around them. So I guess it's cool if that's how you talk, but I don't know.
No.
I've been able to hang out with tons of people and never take on anyone else's
That's
accent.
cosplay, man.
Yeah.
Black people, the only people you could do that around. I can't go around no Asians after I done hung around them around talking about something.
Well, that would just be mean.
That's what I'm saying. So if a white person come hang around us,
well,
and
honestly,
then next time they come back, they're like, yo, what's up, my
okay,
nigga?
now if you're being honest, the average white American has grown up with so much black culture, literally just there. It's just part of being American that most of them can manage like an Afrocentric dialect, whether they should or not.
But that's just like saying black people, we've been growing up around Asians just because we've been going to the hair salons, the nail shops, and the Chinese restaurants. Now we could go around and talk about, can you white rice? Can you white rice?
Well, there you go. You just did it. And it was a terrible impression, but you did it. But no.
But I've been saying black people are the only ones that...
No, that's nothing like what I'm saying. I'm saying we're literally, as a culture, literally half of our culture is black people and the way they speak, and we're just used to hearing it. And so that's just some people.
No, because
that's why to me to pick it up and run with it as your own, to me is kind of like, I don't know. I mean, unless that's just literally your family. To me, it's always been a little weird to see a guy pick up that dialect and just run with it real hard. But I'm just like, I don't know. I mean,
listen, if I come around talking proper, oh man, listen here, people know when I'm talking white. White people got their style of communication. Black people got their style.
I guess, but I don't agree with that. Because I mean, I know several, especially now. There's a bunch of young black guys now that, as far as their dialect and their use of the language, it's, I mean, to call it white is, I don't know. It's really just somebody who's speaking as clearly as possible, and with as much language as they have a hold of. So I don't know. I think to call it white almost makes a kid that's just trying to speak eloquently makes them feel bad. I don't think it should.
Nah, that's what I'm just saying, but I'm just giving the difference,
So I think you should stop that.
He say, but Cooper approach it. He say black culture is the dominant culture in America. Well, white people really don't got no culture. What's white culture? Santa Claus?
Well, white is just such a funny blanket word,
Yeah, because you got so many white people. You got white people that hunt. You got white people that like bite. White people is all over. White people have they have their own subcultures within America, I would say.
Oh yeah, there's tons of different
white culture.
Yeah, and different.
So white culture is being broke, trailer park. Some white culture is being rich, living in the suburbs. So white people that broke ain't gonna connect with the rich ones just because they white.
Nope, not at all.
That's amazing.
They don't cross until you make enough money to get in to the club.
He said you the stereotype, then, bro. Lord, bro, clingy and funny. Keep going. He said you stereotyping.
Who, me or you?
I think he talk about him. I think he might be wicked. He said rather I should say black culture is the dominant in America pop culture.
And now things are so split up that like when you bring somebody up, I don't know what you're talking about half the time when it comes to music and culture. That's the one thing about American culture now, that it is so, it's, we can all kind of watch our own shit, listen to our own shit. And it's kind of like, I don't really know what is now American pop culture. Like, you got to be, what's the biggest thing that we all agree on?
Get money.
No, I mean pop culture wise, right now, like an artist that everybody agrees on.
Drake.
Okay.
Yep.
Drake.
He admits.
Canadian guy.
Yeah.
But what's his? Is he got a new album or something that everybody's listening to?
Yeah. I mean, he always popping.
Really, I feel like that's old. Drake. I don't know why.
We want to talk about new.
Like Tyler the Creator or somebody that.
I wouldn't know because I'm not of the new.
Oh, see, there we go. Like even the old and the young are split up big time now. You know what I mean?
You say you hanging out with. You say you hanging out with them all the time. White people have black family members.
Oh yeah, totally.
Now y'all see that's the setup. Black white people trying to get enough for some reparation. I got some black.
Oh, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that.
White people ain't getting no reparations, man. We ain't let that happen.
Reparations.
We ain't gonna have no $5 Negroes.
I hadn't thought about how difficult that would be.
It won't be difficult.
I need to get. Have you ever done your genealogy?
No, I don't need to do it. I'm foundational Black American.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We have got to talk about that.
I'm foundational Black American. I've been here since
Are you guys
the
hearing
beginning
this?
of time.
Does everybody hear this?
Islands, never been to no Caribbeans. My people is from here, came from here. I ain't from Africa, never been to Africa, don't know nothing about no Africa.
You hear this? You guys?
Yes.
How many else knows about this? The foundational Black American.
Herman don't want us to be foundational Black American. Herman want all black people to be from Africa. And which is not true. That's what Herman wants. So when I'm putting him up on the foundational Black Americans, he don't want to hear all that. He want black people. Everybody that's black.
What region specifically were the black tribes?
Florida.
Just Florida?
South Carolina. All over, Herman. Black people was all over this world before white people even thought about leaving Europe.
Well, definitely before mine did.
That's what I'm telling you.
But that only a couple hundred years, though.
Black people, we've been moving, shaking, and popping.
I would say your people definitely beat mine by a couple hundred years.
Yeah.
But not by forever.
They say no such thing as white people or black people. We need to get rid of that and go by foot size. I mean, what's wrong with the white people, black people thing?
Yeah, I know. I think it's awesome. I don't know though. I don't know any. Let's see. I'm more of a splotchy orange color.
Go by foot size.
Foot size. Foundational Black Americans, Louisiana, Arkansas. See, I think that.
See, I'm right with you. Foundational Black Americans from my family from Louisiana, Arkansas, and Kansas. Yeah, we never been nowhere else.
I do think that they preceded most white people. And obviously the creation of the actual United States of America by some people possibly by up to 300 years, but not prehistory.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It was black Indians.
No.
Yeah, it was black Indians and it was red Indians, and they separated the black Indians from the red Indians.
Are you guys hearing this?
Why you don't want this to be true though?
It's not that I don't want it to be true. It's that the history is
that's his story. That's the white man history. I'm telling you the history of the black man. The white man. Let me ask you this: Would a white man tell the black man history, the true history of the black man? Truthfully, will he do that? Honestly,
why would they make something up?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why would people try to put themselves when they know they was on the bottom on top? That's just like asking people, why do they lie to this day? They want to make themselves look good. That's what type of question is that, Herman?
See, I totally understand, like, because I distrust most of what I hear from any official statement, from everything from science to religion to archaeology, whatever. So I understand to not want to believe especially certain things, but when it comes to things like these sciences, these things came a little later. Like, we didn't even get into Egypt and start looking around what was under the sand until stupid Napoleon was over there.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
Black people been looking. That's y'all record. See, you taking your record and you applying R to our record, but our records date back farther than y'all's. See,
yes, but they were very lost for a long time.
No, what?
Yes,
white people was lost. Black people was no lost.
Well, my people,
black people was teaching everybody.
Once again, you're saying
white
white people again in a weird way. Like my white people, where I'm from, we were definitely lost. My people were running around in the
white
woods
people,
still,
for the most part, were lost back then
until the Romans came. So that's only like 2,000 years ago. My people were tribal, just that, they weren't that advanced as far as like civilization is concerned. Now in Africa, we've got evidence that there are places that, go back to 10,000 plus years as far as actual massive megalithic structures. So, Africa has a crazy history, but something did happen and cause it to fall. The Olmecs definitely looked, as far as
we're not gonna talk about they look black, Herman.
now,
Herman, these people's black.
Now, as far as the possibility of a culture that looks like sub-Saharan blacks. Now listen, this goes against what you're saying, by the way, as well. This is South America, and the only thing we
was in South America first, Herman.
So you were in South America and
yes, we was
North
all
America?
over. Yes,
and somehow okay.
Yes, that's how we was fighting. We were down there with Mexicans fighting the war way before y'all even came here with the Spaniards and the Portuguese.
Right, that was 400 years ago.
No, that wasn't 400 years ago. They were before white people got over here.
Well, Portuguese and Spaniards are whitish,
but it before y'all got over here. We was already over here.
No, unless now the Olmecs. But all we have are depictions of them that they left behind, and their facial structure, just according to the pictures they have or the carvings they left, they do look more like black folks than anybody else in this hemisphere had until the transatlantic slave.
No, Herman.
Yeah.
Those were black people. They not the black people of today because people evolved. They look different and the culture meant black is black is black is black.
But like I said,
you didn't know no such thing as look black, but you ain't black.
But like I said, by the time the cameras came around and those pictures that you were talking about before,
there's no such thing as looking back, but you ain't
there
black.
had been black people here for hundreds of years and living in those tribes. And some of those tribes were very black by the time cameras were invented. It was because of the transatlantic slave trade.
No.
Yes.
This transatlantic slave trade, most of those people went to places like in South America, Haiti, all over there, Jamaica. They honestly, very few Africans made it to North America.
Dude, I would give anything for your version to be true because
why?
Your version removes some of the most horrifying things that humanity has ever done.
But it happened to some people. But
the way they made that happen is one of the worst things that's ever been done in history. And so that would actually kind of dissolve that and make that like it didn't happen.
Well, no, it happened, but it didn't happen to all.
It happened to some. And once again, the history in Africa is so old and so rich, and it was lost for a couple of thousand years. We don't know why. And we don't know why whenever Napoleon rolls into Egypt, everything's buried, but it doesn't take long to bury things in the desert either. But, so everybody's been finding this stuff out since just past 1800. All these scientists that have been trying to work out all of our shared history. We're not doing this to try and cover up something about black people. They were really trying to figure out.
That's all it's about. Trying to cover up stuff for black people.
No, but I can understand why you would think that because
no, that's what it is. They've been they took us to slavery, and then they automatically start lying to us about our history. They took our language. They took our history. Why would they? Let me ask you this: when we in slavery, that's the truth. Say we is in slavery, or every black person was a slave. Why would they take our history if we weren't doing that before then? Why?
Who?
Go. White people. Why would they tell you? Why
they didn't care. They didn't care about it.
No, they didn't care. Then why take it?
They didn't take.
Why take it?
They didn't. They just didn't care. Honestly, at that
don't
point,
make sense, Herman.
And at that point,
white people don't do nothing that don't make sense. That don't make sense, Herman.
Well, honestly,
white people don't do stuff that don't make sense, Herman. That don't make sense.
You realize that shit began in what was still the Middle Ages.
Why would black people? Why would white people? If they don't care about it, why would they take our language and history?
You're giving white people way too much credit. That's the problem.
No, I'm not.
You are. You're giving them way too much credit. They didn't do anything with a plan. They did everything just like everybody does for greed, to feel better the very next day, They're just like you. They're a finite thing.
White people don't do nothing without a plan. The stuff that they're doing
I wish
right,
that was true.
The stuff that white people in the government is doing right now they've been planning for like 100 years.
Now that is right now is proof that they don't know what the hell they're doing. The only people that are doing anything that's like long-term plans are in Europe, and
You serious?
Our government right now is kind of doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Man, these people know exactly what they're doing. This stuff is planned. It ain't no such thing as a election or none of that junk. Now, Herman, stop this, man.
But they don't care. It's not a color thing. They don't give a shit. They don't care. It's about money.
But Herman,
and right now it's about money, and it's about weirdly, when you're hearing people say things about like, this, what's going to be so awesome about this future we're going towards is that you won't need to own anything anymore. And a lot of hippie type people are like, yeah, you shouldn't own things, man.
You know why
all
they
that
erase
does
the history?
Is that takes you back to feudal society where nobody owns anything.
You know why they erased the history, Herman?
Because they don't give a fuck. That's
no,
why.
To keep up these fake monarchies that they have now. Those not the real monarchy. Those not even the real monarchy. Or you know how I say it. Those not even the real monarchy from the Bible. Anyway,
the Bible.
Yes. The last monarchy from the Bible that was living was Haile Selassie I. He was a true descendant from King David. Now I don't know what all those
Ethiopian?
other people from. Yes, he black. He black. Another proof.
Now, once again,
we've been popping.
Now, when it comes to the first of all, I don't believe the Torah / the Bible, whatever, but it has been around that long, and it was copied over so many times that it could very well be referring to a sub-Saharan black African tribe very easily, because that's really what the whole Torah, the Jewish Bible is a collection of things that we would have lost probably totally to history had they not been so good at collecting things and putting them together the way they did.
So this is what you're saying. You're saying that the Africans that came over here didn't have no history, didn't have no language. They just made them forget it anyway.
There were prisoners of war that were sold just. And once again, the guys that were working with, they didn't give a fuck that they were also black people.
Some was prisoners of war, but like I say, most were
some were prisoners of war. Some were just literally, we need more slaves. We're going to go out into these tribal lands and just steal people, which they did.
And most white people already here.
And white people did that 1,000 years earlier. The Norwegians, the Scandinavians went out into Slavic countries and just literally rounded up people and went down south and west and sold them. That's what they did to make money.
But why you don't want to accept that my people was here?
They were not
before a white American.
Because once again, like I said,
a real Indian.
Because I refuse to absolve us of even one of those trips with a truck full or the boat full of human beings, including the one that your family was on.
No, my family.
Unless you came later.
No, I was already here. You came on a boat, man.
I will concede that you may have been here for a few hundred years even, and maybe not even part of the slave system. Maybe you were part of a shipwreck or somebody got escaped and made it into a tribe and lived for hundreds of years so long they didn't even have a memory of where they came from.
We was already exploring the earth before white people got over here. And think about this. If all life started in Africa, don't that mean the Native Americans had some African in them?
Yes.
So, okay. So if all black people come from Africa and a Native American got some African in them, did we bust a nut from Africa to here? Or did they come from Africa and they got here? Go. Real quick.
Okay. Now, if you're saying that your genetic code from Africa
no. Our genetic code can't get here
and across
without a person carrying it here, Herman.
Yeah, there were
no. Stay with me. They was black. People of color. They go people of color.
It was so long removed from being black that they had already kind of evolved into a slightly different version as far as
that's what we have morphed
Asian
into.
Looking.
Cause we didn't look like this. We have been mixing with red Indians that was already over here, different people, Africans, the Aboriginal people that was already here, which like me, and that's what it is, Herman. I know you want every black person to be coming from a boat. Because that made white people feel good.
No, it
sympathy
doesn't.
make y'all feel good. Oh, y'all was slaves. No, I was chilling. Chilling.
If it'll make you feel better, I will have no
sympathy
sympathy for the situation, but I know for a fact You are from Africa. You are
No,
not from goddamn.
I'm not from no Africa.
You are
man.
not some lost Native American tribe.
Not lost. Of Native American. Period.
Who else believes this?
Everybody. If you a foundational Black American, can you put B1 in the chat? I'll be like them people that be on
that's
Facebook.
the thing.
Put B1.
And that's the thing. 200 or 300
all
years.
My foundationals.
200 or 300 years is so long that I can understand why people would believe that their families and stuff had just been here since time immemorial. But it ain't true.
No,
it ain't happening.
We've been here. That's what white people wanted to erase it right there. B1. Believe it.
You guys are crazy.
B1.
You guys are all crazy.
Herman,
no.
Your people came over here. Y'all were thieves and robbers. Y'all got kicked out of Europe. The white people didn't want y'all. Y'all came over here. Y'all tried to act better than the Aboriginal people that was already here.
Not me.
We B1 foundational Black Americans. Stop hating, Herman.
You know what? I'm starting
you can go back to Europe.
I'm coming around, and I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to think, actually, my people might be from here too.
No way, Herman.
No, I'm just thinking because I can drink river water, straight from the river, and I barely even get the shits.
What that say right there, Herman? Both is true. Some were enslaved, but most were native.
Yeah,
They was here, Herman. That's the biggest secret to America, and that's the biggest reason why they don't want to give Black people reparation, because America knows that all Black people wasn't no slaves.
Do you know if they could prove that? You know how many people would be happy to prove that? It would absolve them of so much crime.
It don't absolve them of so much crime. Because now, guess what? If you admit that all Black people wasn't slaves, then guess what? Y'all stole our land. Now you got to give Black Native Americans, now you laughing. This is for real. Now you got to give Black Native American Indians back their land. Because we was never no slave. So if they come out and admit that, we really did take y'all shit, just like we took the Red Indian shit, they would have to give us our land back.
Okay.
So yes, they're going to make up this whole bullshit. Oh, we brought y'all from Africa. So technically, we already paid the Africans from y'all. So we paid people for y'all. We didn't know y'all were going to be doing all this. So that's the bullshit, Herman.
Do you know how awesome? Do you know how much fun it would be to go to Black people reservations?
It said right there, they would have to give us our land back and stop taxing us.
And you guys can have reservations.
You think that? They want us as a working class, Herman. We built this country.
If they gave it to
they
you,
finna tell us that, they'll give it to the Indians, because why? Historically, the Red Indians was lazy. Those motherfuckers wasn't gonna work, and they proved that they wasn't gonna work. Black people, we wasn't really never no slaves. We was promised freedom and different things under the law and protection under the law after we did years of service and work. Now we were lied to, and that's when all the brutality and stuff started to come in, because nigga like, we ain't finna get what we promised, we finna bounce. And then they like, nah, you ain't finna bounce nowhere. We finna beat you, we finna rape you, we finna make you stay here. That's where all that confusion come from. But it was a deal where you think the 40 acres and the mule come from? We were supposed to get 40 acres in the mule. They kept promising us
that
stuff.
Was for Black people?
Yes, they kept promising us things to keep us working. Once we realized we wasn't gonna get us, most Black people bounced off them plantations. Come on, Herman. This is real talk. This ain't we gotta look at Black people from the terms of today. You don't got no old docile Black now. You probably didn't have that many back then. Yeah, you had a few, but they were probably getting promised little trinkets and different stuff then too. I'm trying to tell you. That's why when Kanye West said slavery was a choice, people hopped on that, because when you look at it on the surface, it looked so like, what you mean slavery was a choice? We all come from Africa. We didn't have no damn choice. But when you really get into the history and what really took place and inspired, yes, some people did make the choice to be a slave. Some people said, hell no, I'm not finna get what was promised to me. I'm out. And most Black people did come from Africa, but the Black people that came from Africa, they went to most of them went to South America. Very few made it to North America. And you look at the scrolls that Christopher Columbus wrote back to Europe when he got here. He talked about the Aboriginal and the Native Black people that was already here. He talked about it with so many. This stuff is deep, Herman. This stuff ain't just no lollipop. Oh, they not gonna tell you. Why would they tell y'all that? Why they do? It's real deep. It's about money. See, so they tell us that, yo, y'all black people, y'all know y'all was here first. Y'all really, guess what? They gotta run it back. Cause now they admitting that they took our land too.
I mean, I like it.
There's not nothing to like. This is what's real, Herman. This is what it is.
Once again, it's one of those things where you're giving too much credit to a storyline. These people,
I love this story.
These people did not. These people.
He wanted to be a wigger, but now he's going back to white supremacy.
That's the thing. What you're saying is like the people that you're talking about. They were just learning.
Who would just learn?
Archaeology wasn't even. They used to call it when you studied the past. Before the 1800s,
what?
You were called an antiquarian. That was what you did. Archaeology and all these studies of these are brand new. So all these studies that are trying to show where we all came from genetically and show all the paths we've taken, these were not things created by people that are trying to.
All these scientists, they gonna say stuff that back up what the U.S. government already been pushing.
Most of these scientists
they're gonna go along with the indoctrination, and if they do come up with a discovery that's contrary to the indoctrination, is not going to be publicized. Period.
Yeah, that kind of thing is just it puts too much power in the hands of people who don't have it. Nobody put together this narrative.
Yes, they did.
Like it's so new. It's just such a new
brainwashing ain't new. This government spend millions of dollars indoctrinating and brainwashing every day. This is what they do. There's no power in letting black. It's more power on their end letting them know that, oh, yeah, all black people, y'all come from Africa. That's simple. It's simple.
I mean, yeah, it's sort of a simple. Sometimes simple is correct when it comes to some things. But I mean, once again, I don't buy that particular thing just because physically genetics just don't lend themselves to such weird anomalous things that without there being a reason for it. You know what I mean? If you were an indigenous black tribe,
not an indigenous black tribe, indigenous foundational black American. I was here before all this was built. And by the way, we built the country. So we just foundational to the soil.
So did you build it or not?
We built it.
As what?
Foundational black American.
And then?
What do you mean then?
So you weren't building it as slaves, being forced to by evil.
Well, we were slaves, but we thought that we were going to get certain things up under the law that we were lied to about. So yes, we was forced into slavery. Most people that thought they were just making an honest bargain for a place to stay, land, civilization, they believed in the country just like us we do today. We believed in the country. Yeah, man, it's deep, man. You can't just study.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to keep digging, but this foundational thing to me, it just sounds like everyone that puts it forth, they don't have anything to back it. And the people that are putting,
you can't go look for white backing for this type of information.
Stop calling everything that's scientific white.
That's white.
No, first of all, no. Most of these, once again, the white people you think of most, like me, this kind of white people.
I don't even look at you as white. You Caucasian.
We weren't even around when some of these sciences of
But I'm not even talking about the sciences. I'm talking about the 3%.
Africans were, huh?
I'm talking about the 3%, the wealthy.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck enough to create these beautiful weird storylines.
Yes, they do.
The people who care to figure out where
you don't think Queen Elizabeth don't want to hold on to all the land she owned?
Yeah, but that wouldn't change anything.
It wouldn't change anything if people find out all her land she got is stolen.
They don't give a fuck.
Who don't?
They already know it's stolen.
I give a fuck if she stole something from my ancestors.
They already know it's taken. They already know it was.
Yeah, but they thinking that they just took some random land.
And here's the thing too. Until literally this time where we are in the future, nobody ever said, oh man, you took our land from us. You're a bad person. You just got your shit taken. Only now that we're in modern history and we're waking up and looking backwards at ourselves.
You just proved my point, Herman. You just proved my point. Black people was already here. We got our shit taken. Nobody gave a fuck. And now we trying to get our shit back. You said it. I did. We can end on that. Now you just said.
Now, everybody was involved in this game for thousands of years. Not until we got to modern times where we have air conditioning and enough comfort to sit down and look back at history and find out what the fuck has been going on for the past few thousand years.
This not no few thousand years in America. We talk about the last 500 years America been popping.
Now, when we talk about archaeology and when we talk about history,
talk about black people was here before white. That's deep, ain't it?
Black people were definitely here before most white people.
All white people.
Because the transatlantic slave.
See you, Herman.
But like they said, there were tribes. Now, like you said,
Herman, let that
maybe
go,
the Olmecs even. Maybe that's proof that there were seafaring sub-Saharan Africans at some point, and that would also make sense as to why they were no longer straight up sub-Saharan Africans that exist anymore in that continent, because they would have been bred through with the rest of the indigenous by that point, and we'd be less black. So the Olmecs, which is a more ancient tribe that we don't really have too much actual genetic proof of, that could be a place.
We don't need genetic
however,
proof.
they've already
All
tested
people
a lot
got
of them.
African in them. We don't need no genetic proof on that, Herman.
Why would you believe that shit? That's more white people science.
No. That just makes sense.
No, that's more white people science.
If white people tell me,
why does it make sense?
If white people,
it didn't make sense until scientists put forth the reasoning why that makes sense.
Yes, that's what they said. Now it's called taking the pieces.
You can't take
Herman.
pieces, the ones that you like, and then
no.
You can't have.
I'm
some
taking what
pieces
makes
of
sense
it.
and putting it with other things that make sense.
I'm just saying, black history
no
in the
sense.
continent of Africa is rich enough and strong enough. You don't have to make up some shit that over here that didn't happen.
Herman, for the last time, real quick, I'm gonna stay.
And we don't even know. It
Can
goes
you
back
stay
so
with
far,
me?
we don't even know.
Do you believe black people were the first on Earth? Yes or no? Real quick.
I guess I assume
Do
if
you
we all
believe-
came from the.
Do you believe everybody got some black in them from Africa? Yes or no? So, okay, we was here first. Yes, we established that.
So, you're
So
saying.
do you
again,
think that black people was here first? We were doing everything first. You think we were just on Africa? We didn't know how to make no boats. We didn't know how to float. We didn't know how to do nothing. We were waiting for white people to do everything, and we were sitting all them years while white people was in the cave doing whatever they were doing. We were waiting on them.
No, you were
to
waiting
come
for
get us from Africa to bring us to America to be a slave. That's what you telling me?
No, because your
I know you're
timeline
not.
is way off. Your timeline skipped a few thousand years.
But what was black people doing in the time between Africa and when America got built? Were we just in Africa twiddling our fingers, or were we exploring and doing our thing too? Go.
No, there were kingdoms that rose and fell, and then
no.
And the
Well,
people who
because-
came later, the Mesopotamians, I don't know if you call them white or
was the black people
they were
exploring, doing their thing.
We don't know if they actually got off the continent into
So
ships.
white people, the only people that could get off to get their ships to float.
No, the Chinese actually. You ever heard of Cheng
So
Ho?
everybody but black people could float a boat.
Have you ever heard of Cheng Ho?
Everybody but black people could float a boat back then. That's what you telling me?
Well, I mean, black folks don't like swimming.
See, Herman. See, that's why you don't want to
know.
believe.
Like you said, we don't know. We don't have proof, but we're looking for
So
proof.
white people are the first people that ever could build a ship big enough to get some black people and bring them to America. White people, the only one ever to make that accomplishment.
No, but sadly, the Chinese weren't interested because the Chinese were actually the first ones to round the Cape of Africa, and they were just so disinterested with everything they found. They literally just went back to China.
So black people, we could build pyramids. We could do all
those
this
were
stuff.
Egyptians.
People of color. Let's go people of color.
Yeah.
Since y'all want to see, you caught up on the black thing. People of color could do all this stuff. But Egyptian, where's Egypt? Real quick.
In the continent of Africa?
Oh, okay. So Egyptian, because black people could do all this stuff, right? Up under the sun. Which color? The Egyptians had to be dark black because there ain't no trees in Egypt, yes? Not in the desert.
You can talk to those people. They still live there.
So we could do all this stuff, but we can't build a boat to get to America. That's amazing. We can't. Wow, Herman, that's mind blowing, ain't it?
I don't want to. I'm not gonna like critique, you guys. I mean, we're doing other stuff. I don't know.
No,
I
Herman. No, see, Herman, now your
really
brain is starting to see what the pieces connect, but you don't want to connect them, Herman.
Well, you're trying to prove a negative. I can't prove a negative.
No, it's not a negative.
But like whoever said it earlier when they mentioned the Olmecs, those people look in there, but once again, in the depictions they left, we only have stone depictions, but in those depictions, those are the most sub-Saharan African looking people that we've seen depictions of in this hemisphere. And that could be from actual seafaring Africans that made their way over here. And
but you see how we got to reach.
But they definitely were not.
You see how we got to reach to make white people history make sense? Black people can't build no boats.
Once again, you're
white
giving too much
people.
credit.
Look. White people were the first people to ever to build a ship to ever to get to America. That is what you're literally saying. That is what you're literally saying.
Actually, now
you're saying black people are just sitting around bullshit, but white people are the only people that were smart enough to figure out how to build a boat to get to America. That is what you're saying, Herman.
You're putting those words in my mouth.
That is literally what you said.
I did not say you're bullshitting.
That is literally what you said.
That's not true.
You saying that white people are the only people that was able to accomplish that.
No.
So you agreeing with me that black people were able to build a ship, just in theory. Just in theory. We're doing so much. Let's just use common sense theory. Do you think if we build a pyramid, we could build a boat? Real quick.
Wait, who?
Black people at the old time, if they could build a pyramid, could they build a boat or a ship?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just
talking about just using reasoning.
The Egyptian people definitely had ships.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think we could build a ship? Black people at the old time. The Egyptian was African. Egyptian was African. We just use it. That's word. That's name.
I don't know
salad.
if they were good enough to make it.
That's name
the
salad.
ocean.
But I'm just asking you. Let's use deductive reasoning, because since we were the ones to teach white people how to do what they do, the mathematics and stuff. Do you think that with all this stuff that we taught y'all, do you think we was able to get across the boat? Just deductive reasoning, maybe. Even if it ain't true, say it's not true. We just playing, joking. Do you think they could build a ship if they could build a pyramid?
They did. They did build ships, but they weren't worthy. They weren't seaworthy enough to make it across the ocean.
So white people are the only people that could build ships to make it to America. Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
See how you gotta reach around to make white people history make sense. It don't make sense, Herman.
But once again, Portuguese.
No, but y'all need you to acknowledge that don't make sense, Herman. If the black people were the first on earth, we taught the mathematics, we taught white people in Europe what they know, but we can't build a damn boat to get to America.
I know
that's amazing.
I don't know why you guys are just bullshitting. I don't know what you're doing.
See, when you break this stuff down, they buckle at the knees.
I know. When you break this stuff down, it just makes you really critical of black people for not having built a boat.
That's not true. See, we have to make everybody else deaf, dumb, and blind.
Some Vikings
in white history, everybody else is deaf, dumb, and blind, but white people. Indians, black people never could build a boat to get to America. Everybody just dumb and white people literally, and black people, and white people. Only people that's smart in white people history is Martin Luther King.
Luther King.
That's when black people come into any sort of consciousness.
Smart?
That's what I'm saying. That's the only time in white history where they acknowledge black people in any sort of conscious state. Any other time, we were just there. We didn't do anything. We wasn't doing anything. And all of a sudden, white people came along with ships, and they got it. Made us productive. That's whole history for white people.
Yeah, I know, right?
See, that's amazing. See,
once again, it's just that these things are just so new. These sciences of learning about where we came from in history, we're literally still digging shit up. And we've only been doing it for a couple hundred years.
And we have to be open.
And we only even started doing it as a product of war, literally. Like when they started going into Egypt and looking around, and the amount of destruction that happened in Egypt when they did discover all these mummies and shit. Look into that. The shit they did is insane. It was hilarious.
Oh, there you go right there. Columbus needed his Moorish map to travel west, man, to his trip west.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Moorish?
The
people of
Islamic.
color, yes.
Mm-hmm.
People of color, and it just so happen to be black. So all this stuff, when you start connecting the real dots, and we get away from right history to where white people is the only people that was smart, everybody else was dumb, we're gonna see what really happened, Herman. Seriously, because that's what white history is. Everybody else dumb. White people started civilization. We invented taxes. We did this. We did that.
That's not true.
That's true. That's just the interpretation. But anything else, Herman? We gotta wrap it up. We almost had 2 hours.
Oh, no, but we're gonna talk more about this wacky history.
No, it's not true. Yes, we need to talk more about the wacky history that white people been pushing for about 400-500 years now. That pseudo history. We got to get beyond that and get to real history, so we start having real conversations. All this, oh well, the black people we just do black people been here way before slavery, way before white people even thought about getting their shit together. Black people was popping, Herman, and
That's
know
true.
that.
I mean, my people didn't. We were still like painted blue and running around.
Yeah, you know that, Herman. So when you take all the pieces and you put them together, you're gonna see what really makes sense. Black people, we was all over this world, wherever we please.
It's good because I want to spread the blame around for what's been going on.
It ain't no blame to spread around. You got to spread the truth around. Then we can start getting this stuff back to order. You know what I mean? But once we still go along with these fairy tales, then we can never get the correction that we need, Herman.
Well, when we figure this out,
it's already figured out. We need white people to just stop with the lies.
White people, if any of you in here are part of this creation,
you part of
history,
it, Herman. You're pushing the fake history.
Oh, Jesus.
You indoctrinated in it.
I didn't even know.
You didn't know.
I've read
now you pulling the Tom Hanks. You pulling the Tom Hanks.
I've read so many history books, and now it's like I'm gonna have to reread them. You
say J.Doug, right? They made sure to teach you about MLK Martin Luther King in history class. Yeah, man. That's it. That's the only time black people ever came into.
They didn't tell us shit about Malcolm X. Did they talk about Malcolm X?
Barely, but they'll mention them in the black school. They'll just mention them.
Next time, let's talk about guns and why they banned certain guns when black folks decided they would use them. Let's talk about that next time.
Why they banned certain guns? We already know why. Guns is power. They don't want us to have no power, Herman. And I'm not really on the us thing, like with the black thing.
No. This is it's an interesting story. So we'll talk about it next time.
But I'm on the black thing from a perspective of power.
We'll get off the black thing and make it more a poor people, rich people thing. Because the people who have power, the only reason they care about racism is because they know that they can get us to fight about it.
Well, I'm not on the black thing, but when
I'm
not on the black thing, but when it comes to the history, I want to get the history right. You know what I mean? So then we could work within things because you got a lot of black people thinking, "Oh, I ain't had no choice. I was slave." And black people, you look into your lineage, you might have never even been no damn slave.
Yeah, and see now that the reason that's like this whole native, what do you call it again?
Foundational. Well, Aboriginal black person.
The reason I can empathize with it is because I can understand not wanting to have anything to do with this shit.
No, Herman, that's not the perspective
genetically
of it.
Or racially or anything.
Let me get a couple likes in. Wendy, appreciate the like. Lakeisha, appreciate the like. Y'all Logic. T West, David Burns, appreciate that like, player.
Thank you guys for listening. Hanging out.
Said appreciate that like, player. Chris Jones. Shuffler. Ain't somebody, I don't know how I'll say that name.
Cedric Stubblefield?
No, that one. Your buddy.
Sareth Nay.
Yeah, Sareth Nay. Appreciate that like, player. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're not going to get Herman out of the white pseudo history. He's indoctrinated and he obviously he want to push.
Actually, mine's more of a Greek, a Roman thing. So.
He want to keep pushing that narrative. Black people were just chilling until white people came along, got us popping.
It's not true.
That's what he want to push, but we all know that's not the gospel. Anything else, Herman?
No.
Well, we'll be out. Intimate conversation with Jay Lyric tomorrow. Other programming going on. Rain Dolls tonight?
I don't know.
I might go out there just because I don't feel like.
It was funny last week when you went.
I know I got a nice little set I'm working on. I need to get back on the mainstream.
When you said bitches, each time you said it, I could feel the audience's asshole tighten, until finally they loosened up and relaxed. But the first 2 or 3 bitches, they were very uncomfortable. Did you notice that?
No.
Oh my God, it was beautiful.
I'm in my own. When I'm on stage, stand up, I don't think about the crowd or the people. I'm just in my own world.
It was hilarious because I mean it's not.
I didn't even notice I said bitches.
No, it's not because it's just part of the vernacular. It's not like you're not literally calling somebody a bitch. You're just saying, you know.
Yeah, that's how I like it too.
But nowadays, you know, that's just in certain sections of the city. That's like, but you know, they loosened up because they looked around and noticed there were some more black folks in the room and some women laughing. So then they started laughing.
Man, I used to go to Rain Dog. That crowd used to be so dope. I used to hit the stage. They'd be like, "Yeah, J.Doug!" They do that. Go hear the real shit. But we out, man. Appreciate you coming through, Herman.
Dude, thank you for having me. Thank you guys for coming out.
All right, and holla back. Herman, you don't want us to be black. You don't want us to be foundational black American, man.
But I ain't making excuses, I'm just letting you know I
got the
understand
wrong
why you live. It was toxic, bad for your health. You're trying so hard to love me, but I really couldn't love myself. I just needed your patience, baby, but time. Whole time I really felt like I wasn't enough. Deleted all of your pictures, cause I can't stomach the fact. After all that we've been through, my baby's not coming back. I swear that I broke down crying while writing. I swear that I broke down crying while riding this track. Day 1 popped out, ain't nobody in this motherfucker fly to me. Day 2, these bitches all in my DM, texting them back was good, but I ain't really trying to see them. Day 3, when it hit me. Day 4, hit me again. Day 5, when I realized I lost my best friend. Day 6, that's when I started going insane. I ain't been living right lately since you been gone. And every day another woman calling my phone, trying my best to cope with the fact that you're gone. Inebriated is the only way that I'm strong. I ain't been living right lately since you been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone, trying my best to cope with the fact that you're gone. Inebriated is the only way that I'm strong. Flipping pages in my notepad, found a letter she wrote. Said that I will always love you, but it's some things I can't cope. I hope you really find the healing that you need. I'm so sorry, couldn't find your healing in me. I'll always be there for you, I'm just one call away. But I can't take no more of your heartbreak. Sorry, ain't gonna work this time. I really thought that we could work this time, but you were so selfish. Baby boy, you know I don't deserve it. Baby boy, I hope that it was worth it. You were my Superman, but you broke me time and time again. I really don't wanna go, but I gotta leave. Times got hard, you folded on me. Oh God, forgive me, cause I can't. You can beg me to stay, baby, but you know that I am.
Maybe I miss you, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just sick of feeling like I'm alone. But this is what I get for letting you in my home. Take everything I love and everything that I own, and I should've known better. Yeah. Cause I know you ain't built to last forever with somebody like me. Like me.
Baby girl, I know that sorry it ain't enough. The simple things you were asking for and I made them tough. Lay in this bed that I made, but it ain't comfortable to be sleeping here all alone when I'm so used to you lying here next to me. How can I say you wrong for leaving me, baby, after the things I took you through? I really thought that we could last forever. I'm better off when we're together, but I was so selfish. Baby girl, I know you don't deserve this. Want you to know I thought you were perfect. You were my best friend, but I broke you time and time again. I don't want you to go, but you gotta leave. One more chance, that's all I need. Told me let you leave, but I can't. I can beg you to stay, babe, with you.
I know that you ain't. Maybe I miss you, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just sick of feeling like I'm alone. But this is what I get for letting you in my home. Take everything I love and everything that I own. And I should've known better. Yeah. Cause I know you ain't built to last forever with somebody like me. Like me.
Maybe I miss you, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just sick of feeling like I'm alone. This is what I get for letting you in my home. Take everything I love and everything that I own. And I should've known better. Cause I know you ain't built to last forever with somebody like me. Like me.
Baby, I'm just calling you. I made it back home. Just say I love you. Call me back. Love.
Oh my God, it's but there's something about you that makes me smile. Don't change, I like the way you make me feel. And we take our time and do this for a while.
Girl, I can't wait to smoke with you. It's all that I've been thinking. Know them other niggas got you tweaking. Flew halfway around the world just so I can see your face. Flew halfway across the world, baby, so I can share your space. There ain't no better place that I'd rather be. Ain't no other girl I'd rather see. My great white buffalo, that mean you special. I can never forget the very first day that I met you. Or the first time now we talked, it felt like we were talking all night. Or the night we shared our first kiss. I know you missed the way I touched your body, baby. Let's reminisce of me biting your lips, me grabbing your hips, licking up and down your spine, making that body weak for me, baby. Now tell me that this pussy is mine. I can't get you off my mind. Can we please spend a little more time? Cause you the only woman that I need, babe. All I can think about is you and me, baby. I can't get you off my mind. Can't keep you off my mind, you all I think of. Fiending you like an addict, you're my new drug. Got me faded, don't need your love, girl, cause it's overrated. And I ain't saying that your love was jaded, just need loyalty, I'll appreciate it, baby. Can't lie, I'm a little selfish, that pussy ain't no one else's. If you ever give it away, you gon' get that nigga killed. I'm a little brazy, but at least you know it's real. I don't wanna be a player no more. I don't wanna be a player. I think I found the one that I can live my life for. I found the one that I can live my life for. I don't wanna be a player no more. I don't wanna be a player. I think I found someone that I can live my life for. I can't get you off my mind. Can we please spend a little more time? Cause you're the only woman that I need, babe. All I can think about is you and me, baby. I can't get you off my mind. You off my mind. Can we please spend a little more time, baby? Cause you're the only woman that I need, babe. All I can think about is you and me, babe. I can't get you off my mind.
Get you off my mind.
That's all I need, baby. It's patience. baby. Patience. Since the first day that we met, my feelings haven't changed. Told you I'll always be down for you, hope you feel the same. My heart's been bruised, but I admit I know I'm part to blame. So many broken promises, that's why I feel this pain. But when I look into your eyes, I'm in a better place. I'm in a better space. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Or is it the smile for me that got me thinking about changing my life? I was a John to these dons, and I ain't saying it twice. I ain't saying loving me's easy, but I promise not to make it hard. Promise to stop trying to push you away. Understand that I still deal with some trauma from my daddy and my mama. I'ma get it together, girl, I promise. Just be patient. That's all I need. Can you be a little patient? Patient with me. I ever love before. Can you be a little patient? That's all I need. I ain't ever loved before. Can you be a little patient? That's all I need. I just need a little patience, so please take your time with me. Still healing from some pain, at times it makes it hard to see. Still trying to learn to love, I ain't gonna always get it right. Breaking all of these bad habits ain't gonna happen overnight. But you do your best to hold me down. All the women you had a problem with, they not around. Just give me time to make the change, and I know that you're not the type to sit around and just be played. I see you trying to love me, trying to do the same. But if you gotta leave, baby, I understand. Us not being together was never part of the plan. Don't know what I would do without you in my life. I need you by my side. I need you by my side. I ever love before. Can you be a little patient? That's all I need. I ain't ever loved before. Can you be a little patient? It's all I need.
Taking too long to answer the phone.
You just don't know the way that you make me feel. Feel so real, baby. And I know that you are and I know that you're uncertain. When it comes to me, let me explain. I found someone to change my mind.
You're listening to Live and On Point Radio. This is your DJ here, Justin J.Doug Douglas. I want you to vibe out with us tonight. I just been inspired to do anything. I think about playing a couple jams. If you're at the house and you chilling and you think R&B is dead, I need you to stay tuned. We'll do a couple minutes of the radio show. I think this would be a cool thing to do after the show, the radio show. Play a couple joints. I think that'd be cool. Let's play a couple joints. Right now we listen to that J Lyric, Great White Buffalo. Right here on Live and On Point. Z904. Thank you for tuning in.
Look at me now. love no more.
Play a quick J.Doug classic.
I know you said
904 radio.
Oh, so you're not gonna pick up my call? Okay.
Tell me, are you ready for me? I don't think you're ready for me. You say that you're ready for me, girl. For me, girl. Where we gon' see? At first they love you, then they don't. Tell you they always be there, but they won't. Want you to understand, I know that I'm a man, but the pain that I've been through, it makes me wanna cry sometimes. I believed all the lies, from my family to my friends. Where do I begin? I just want the pain to end. As a shorty, never really had my pop. I never saw his face, but the love I have for him, it never stops. Look at me now, I hope you're proud, cause I made it on my own. So please excuse me, cause it's hard for me to love. Please excuse me, cause it's hard for me to trust. My own dad ain't come through. How you expect me to trust you? You think that you're ready for me? Tell me, are you ready for me? I don't think you're ready for me, girl. You say that you're ready for me. Tell me, are you ready for me? I don't think you're ready for me. You say that you're ready for me, girl. For me, girl. Where we gon' see? Are you ready, baby? Don't get me started on all the heartbreak. Every woman I gave my heart to gave me back heartache. So what makes you different, baby? I'm listening. I wanna hear your side.
Listen to what I gotta say.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I'm gonna love you better.
Yeah, that's what she said. I ain't saying I was perfect, but my love was worth it. I never stood a chance. I know I made mistakes, but one mistake I never made was walk away. So you gotta understand why I am the way I am. Cause I'm still hurting, babe. Don't deserve it, babe. So please excuse me, cause it's hard for me to love. Please excuse me, cause it's hard for me to trust. So many women already broke me down. So I'm scared to let you love me now. You think that you're ready for me? Tell me, are you ready for me? I don't think you're ready for me, girl. You say that you're ready for me. Tell me, are you ready for me? I don't think you're ready for me. You say that you're ready for me, girl. For me, girl. Where we gon' see? Now I ain't saying that you're gonna do the same. All I'm saying is I gotta play it safe. Be careful with my heart this time. Gotta play it smart this time. You think that you're ready for me? Tell me, are you ready for me? I don't think you're ready for me, girl. You say that you're ready for me. Are you ready for me? Think you're ready for me? That you're ready for me, girl. For me, girl. Where we gon' see? I be trying, grow the fuck up. Yeah, you need to grow the fuck up. I be trying, yeah. Can't let love go. I be trying, but my heart keeps on crying. I can't let love go. I be trying, but my heart keeps on crying. Now I can't let love go. I be trying, yeah. I can't let love go. I be trying, yeah. Grow the fuck up. I be trying. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up.
Live and on point. LAOP Radio 904 FM. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Listen to that J.Doug. My Side of the Story EP. One of my favorite EPs by J.Doug. Other than J.Doug, the album that just dropped. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, staying live with us. If you're still in the chat, ride with us. Drop a couple more tracks. Live No Point Radio. If you got a track you want to hear, send it in, send the link. I'm just sitting here chilling, vibing.
You gotta understand, as a man, we catch feelings too. We just don't wear them on our sleeves and put them out like you. Most of the time, we try and hide them and act like we ain't even got them. When a bitch know that you care, that's when she know that she done got them. I'm sorry I had to call you bitch. Just trying to get my point across, cause you listen, miss. When you give her your heart and tell her you gon' always be there, that's when she start acting like you gon' always be there. Like responding to your text when she feel like it, or sparking up a conversation and then still night. So now these days I'm moving smooth. She don't hit me back, I be like, cool, baby, do what you do. But on the inside, I be like, damn, what did I do? Sitting next to the phone, thinking, should I text you? Should I give her a call and let her know she on my mind? Or should I say forget her and let it all ride? Let it all ride. I'ma let it all ride. Yeah. Damn, she got me in my feelings. I catch feelings too. I have feelings too. I catch feelings too. See, your man has feelings too. It's just hard for us to let it show. I say your man got feelings too. It's just hard for us to let it show.